right, guys. So this is my long overdue Cabo travel video. Before I get started on any commentary regarding this, and of course, this is early in the morning, like 4 o'clock. I'm dressed and ready to go. My coworker actually picked me up and dropped me off at the airport. That was so kind of her. But anyway, what I want to say is that despite everything that I say in this video, all the unfortunate things that just happened to occur, I enjoyed myself, and I appreciate Brandy, who you'll see in the video as well, for inviting me. I've never been to Cabo before. I kind of heard about it just like everybody else. Like, it's a really great party place to go to. And I was intrigued, and I actually wanted to start traveling, and I felt like this would be a good starting point for me because I'd never been to Cabo, although I've been out of the country before. I've been to London, I've been to Paris, and I've been to Italy, but never like on a travel group experience. So I thought I'd get my feet wet with just, making Cabo my first official trip outside of, you know, being married. All those other times that I went out of the country, I was my spouse. I was with him, and that's how I ended up visiting those places. So, yep, I just wanted to say that. Thank you, Brandy, for having me. And despite, like I say, all the things that were out of our control, that I really did have a good time. I did enjoy the experience with her, and I would definitely travel with her again if she'll have me. So, all right, let's get started by saying we were flying with Delta Airline. And unfortunately for us, once we did get on the plane, because it was rather cold that day, the plane actually had frost on it. So all of the planes had to be defrosted, and it delayed our connecting flight. So we actually missed our next flight, which was in Atlanta, if I'm remembering correctly. So she and I just kind of hung out while we waited for the next flight that we would essentially get to, which would be Air Mexico. Once we got to Atlanta, and we had to wait, so we decided we'd pop into this restaurant, and we had a little something to eat. Actually, I had a lot because I was starving, and Brandy was so gracious as to pay. She didn't have to, but I appreciate it. She's a girl's girl. But yeah, I'm sitting here and I'm listening to what they're saying over the intercom about the flights and everything, and I'm thinking to myself, okay, well, can't be that bad. Essentially. So eventually we did get on the next flight, and as you see, we detoured to Mexico City. We weren't there for very long, but it did kind of cause a little bit of a little something we didn't expect once once we got there. But we were there in the airport and getting through the lines and getting to our next gate was a little confusing, but Brandy's such a trooper. Like I said, I go anywhere with her. She is not afraid. She's gonna go up and she's gonna ask questions, and she's gonna find things out, where we are, where we're supposed to be. Me, I'm just being a passenger princess while she's taking care of everything. That she pretty much handled everything really well, and found out where we needed to be, and got us there. We sat and we waited. We thought, we saw this feature right here, so we sat down and we took a couple of pictures. We thought it'd be good for videos. You see some other people there just kind of hanging out on their on their computers and devices and stuff like that. So this was like a little a quote unquote photo mural there. So then we got on our flight and we headed to Cabo, and we landed.
Okay. So
Unfortunately, by the time that we actually got there, it was late at night, and
really nice
the bus or the taxi that was supposed to pick us up with our group had already left for the day. So we were trying to figure out a way that how we were going to get there. Now, since the ride had already left,
through the wrong door. Let's go back.
there were some taxis outside who were willing to take us, but we were not familiar with them. We weren't sure. We actually ran into another couple that was with the same travel group that we were a part of. So Brandy and the other couple had kind of devised that worst case scenario, we would take one of those taxis and we all would be together. We would go together with a taxi. That would be the most safe route, while we sat outside and waited and tried to make contact with our group to see, what could be done, or if this was the best thing to do, was to just go ahead and take a taxi. So we were sitting outside waiting with a lot of other people. The weather was great. It was lovely. Like, it wasn't hot. I expected it to be very, very hot. It wasn't hot. It wasn't cold. Like, the weather was nice. The sky was clear. And, and the locals seemed to be pretty pleasant as well. I mean, they weren't like pushy or, trying to sell us a lot of things, and stuff like that, like crazy stuff like you sometimes see or whatever. But again, it was really late at night. I think it was like maybe 8 or 9 o'clock or something like that, and we were supposed to land at like 11 or 12 that same day, and we didn't get there till later that night. So yeah, but I'm just sitting here and I'm just chatting with you guys. I'm keeping an eye on my counterpart over there. She's over there talking to one of the local taxi drivers, and trying to figure out how we can get to our hotel, because I have no clue where we are and how to get there, because it was my first trip. But I did learn a lot on this trip, and believe me, I'll be able to share I'll be sharing those tips with you guys at the end of this video. So yeah, we'll just let a little bit of this video play, because I know I'm talking, but there's also me talking like in the background about what's happening.
Somebody might pull up on me. So, my partner went. Honey, I had to keep an eye on her, because she will wander off. I mean, she figures stuff out, but I'm gonna have to tell her she's a little bit too comfortable. I'm gonna need her to stop, because I can't keep track of her, because she be moving so fast. Hold on 1 second. Over there, wheeling and dealing with a taxi driver, trying to get us a ride. Brandy Morrow, you're amazing, girl. Get yourself over here. That is the sound of an airplane flying overhead, because we're still at the airport. Yep. Oh, huh? Mojito? Strawberry mojito? It's gonna make me go to sleep?
There's no alcohol.
Probably not.
Alright, I guess we check in.
Yay! We made it. Checking in. No, it's checking in.
I guess.
am in the hotel room, as you can see, and I thought I'd do a quick tour of, and I know it's plenty of videos out there of people going to Cabo and showing you the different things, but I'm just going to give it to you from my perspective, and what the current status is with me. And as you can hear, it is raining. It is raining. It's not pouring. That's just the rain gutters out there, but it is sprinkling outside. So let me give you guys a quick tour. And no, you're not going to see my face because I'm still wearing the same clothes I was wearing yesterday because I have not received my bag. My suitcase got stuck, I guess, in Atlanta yesterday, so it wasn't here when we got here last night. And yeah, so you guys won't see my face until later. But we'll just open the door. And this is the room. This is our suite here. When you come in, of course our stuff is already laid out. This is a junior suite, if I'm not mistaken, and it's a garden view. So you have the closet there, the beds, and then I know it's messy, you know, because we got our stuff here. You got your little bar and they refill these drinks every day if you so inclined to get that drunk, as well as they give you bottled water and sodas down here also. Those are, you know, included, which is, you know, great. At least they can do. I'm just gonna be honest how I feel about it. There is a safe in here, and I'll probably put my computer, because I brought that as well. Like I said, we've already got our junk. Yeah, I'm not gonna show my face. In there, TV, and we had a little. They did like a little, what do you call this, towel arrangement that was on the bed. I'm not sure what it is. It looks like swans or hearts or something like that. But we are not a couple. But yeah, so this is my view. The other side of the hotel of some other people that aren't even out there. You know, if it was sunny outside, this probably would be okay. Now, if you know me, and I'm pretty sure you guys have kind of summed me up in the kind of person that I am, this is not what I originally paid for. What I paid for was at the other resort that's next door, which I'm sure would have been nicer and for a better view, you know, and not garden view. Somewhere along the lines, some of that fell through or whatever, and we ended up here. Yeah, so not what I planned, but this is where we are. And like I said, it is currently raining. It's not supposed to rain all day. We are going to make the best of it. Right now, I'm getting ready to go to breakfast. It's like 7 o'clock in the morning, and it's about 2 hours behind Virginia time. So yeah, so it's about 9 o'clock at home, and it's 7 here. And yeah, I'm just gonna go out and walk around, look around, and see what's going on, what's happening, and maybe I'll get some video footage for you guys. But yep, this is the room. This is what it looks like. For the most part, it's just a standard. I guess I can show you guys the bathroom too. It's clean. It's modern. It's not funky. Yep, don't look at me. Or anything like that, you know, so yeah. It's cool. Nice shower, and I'm glad when I could take one. Ugh. But yeah, I got in last night and I had a terrible headache, so I didn't go out to the party they had last night. I guess it was, you know, foam in the pool and stuff like that or what have you. Child, I could not. After flying all day and being in and out of the airport all day, I didn't have anything left. So, but yeah, let's go find some grub, man. I'm hungry. And I'll check in with you guys later. Yes, I'm wearing a poncho because it's raining.
I just need some food right now, or would like some food. Snack and restaurants ahead.
Okay, real quick, I wanted to come in and give some commentary while you guys see what I got for breakfast. Side note, the food there was meh. I'm going to tell you that. Looks good. Taste is something else. So, take from that what you will. I did know what the food was going to be like because I did check the reviews online and on YouTube what people said about the food, so I already knew the food wasn't going to be that great. So I'm going to tell you that. The other thing I want to tell you is about my luggage. No one could tell that was no one's fault. So I was very, to say the least, kind of upset that my luggage wasn't there. I didn't get to shower till like the next day, wash my face. I had put on makeup and everything. And like I said, I had a headache by the end of the night. So I stayed in. And the fact that it was raining, again, out of our control, really didn't like that, but try to make the best of it. What I did appreciate was that Brandy absolutely took care of the fact that my luggage was stuck and making sure that I got it. She really was a trooper. The moment we got off the plane and looked for my luggage and we noticed that it wasn't there, she sprang into action. She talked to the people. We actually connected with a guy there at the airport when we landed, and he helped us fill out the actual claim to get my bag to me, and it really got to me like the very next day. I mean, later in the day, but I did receive my bag promptly as soon as they were able to get it to me. So I will say that for the people, the airport, and the hotel that was there, that they were able to, reunite me with my luggage, because I was kind of afraid that I was going to have to buy more clothes and stuff while I was there, and that was something I wasn't planning on doing.
Yeah.
So yeah.
That part. So it is, I don't know what time it is here. It's just after 11 or something like that. And I just got a call that my that my bag is here. So I'm gonna go pick up my luggage and shower and brush my teeth and all that kind of stuff. Oh, there's the gym right there, like right in the middle from where our room is. So. But looks like it stopped raining, which is good. Glad for that. Yeah, definitely learned a valuable lesson, which is something I kind of knew, but at the same time, you just kind of, you don't ever want to think negative about stuff or whatever. I didn't have anything to bring, just like I don't have like small luggage to put stuff in, and the only thing that I had didn't have enough room for anything. So yeah, next time travel with just a carry-on, nothing more than that, because your crap will get lost. Yep, your stuff will get lost and you'll have a terrible time. So lesson learned. But yeah, it has stopped raining and people are out and about and walking around and doing stuff, and I'm gonna go grab my bag so I can shower, and I'll check back in with you guys later. Don't talk about my hair.
Okay, also, if I didn't say it earlier, we were at the Hotel Rio, the one with the giant pool slide where the kids are also allowed to be at the hotel. What else did I want to say? Oh, and the people didn't care the fact that it was raining. They were actually outside, poolside in the rain. Yeah, so they were in the pool in the rain when it was raining. Like I could see them, from my room and from the gym. I could see that they were outside. So they didn't care. The sun wasn't shining or anything, and it was pouring, and they were by the pool having their drinks and enjoying their time there at the resort at Cabo. And the food was not great. I'm just going to be honest. It wasn't great. Don't expect it. It's edible, but then I'm the kind of person, I don't enjoy cruise life, because I'm not a big eater, and all of that food, that buffet food, just does not sit well with me. So that's why I don't even go on cruises, because I know that's not for me. Just saying. Thought I'd just pop in here and let you guys know that a little bit of information. All right.
Hi guys. Excuse the noise out there. Like I told you guys, you can hear a lot of racket outside of these rooms. They're almost like outside. It's a hotel, but it's not a hotel inside of like an enclosed building. Like the rooms are literally, each end is open. So as people come and go, you can kind of hear. But what I came on to do was to tell you guys, although things have started off really kind of rocky, I have decided that I am just going to make the best of the situation. Now that I have my luggage, I put on my workout outfit, and I'm going to go to the gym, because that's what I do. That's what I do to release anger, anxiety, frustration, things of that nature. It's always, held well for me. So that's what I'm getting ready to do. And I'm wearing this. It's new. This Nike fit, and it's fitting so good now, because when I first bought it, it was hella tight on my legs, on my thighs and stuff. But now it fits pretty good. It fits really good, actually. It fits to my body. But this is what I'm wearing to the gym. Of course, I got my jacket and my headphones right there. Gonna take that stuff with me. But yeah, I decided I'm just not gonna let it get me down. I'm just gonna go ahead. I mean, I'm in Cabo. I've never been in Cabo before. Who knows? I may do want to come back on a different day, when on different dates when it's much more sunny outside. Probably will be hot as balls, but hey, it beats being wet. So yeah, let me get on out of here. I just want to show you guys what I was wearing, and yeah, because it's new and you guys have never seen me wear this before. But it's just a Nike. It's just a pink Nike fit. I really like the fact that it was pink. I don't own a lot of pink stuff.
Okay, so obviously I'm going to be popping in from time to time to drop little nuggets on you guys. So the first thing that I learned on this trip, or the first thing I want to say, is this was a 4-day trip, so it was a short trip. So bear that in mind. It was my first time doing this, and not realizing that four days is not a long time in trip time to me. Okay, so that's the first thing. The second thing that I learned on this trip so far is to pack light. And if you can travel with just a carry-on, do just a carry-on, because you will, be less likely to, your bag won't be delayed or lost or anything like that. The third being to expect the unexpected, because some things are just out of your control, and just try and make the best out of things. The fourth thing is that the food isn't going to always be great, and that's just something that you'll have to deal with. But like I said, I had already kind of peeped that. It wasn't that big of a deal for me. I figured I'd at least be able to get like coffee and fruit and stuff like that, or at the very least go out in town and get something to eat at like one of the local restaurants or something like that. So yeah, just wanted to say that. Also, I want to say, as far as the resort itself, it was really nice. I didn't get to experience all the things that they had going on there, because, again, it was only 4 days. I really enjoyed their gym. The pool was nice. The gym was a tad bit small. And listen, I wasn't the only one thinking, let me go in the gym and work off some of this frustration, and stuff like that. Like, the people were in the gym, honey. So when you go, you had to go early, and even when you went early, there were other people there. Like, the place was packed. It was packed. No kidding.
Is someone gonna be at the airport, and it was with our names on it. Someone was there, and private transfers, like kind of very similar to this, and it was awesome. But like it was raining the first day, you know, and like I didn't have my luggage, and I remember just being like, okay, great.
What are we gonna do now?
Okay, so if you
the
haven't
owner
peeped it
of
by
Cabo,
now, the
he
host of this
wrote
travel
one
excursion,
of the songs
travel
that David
adventure
Guetta-
is Viago, Viago,
Oh,
in
yeah?
which Brandy is a part of,
he was a
and
DJ
they
too?
plan and put together this trip. So I was like her, just her travel buddy, her plus one to go with her and see what this adventure would be like with this group. I'd never been on a group trip before like this, and I was wanting to get my feet wet with traveling, and I thought that this would be a good start to, get me out there and see what I like, what I don't like.
We're getting ready to go in the spa, and we're going to get massages because the massage on the beach was canceled earlier because it was raining. It stopped raining again. So we're just gonna go in the spa. They have a steam room. You can go in there early, and then we're gonna get our massages, which is gonna be cool. And then after that, we're gonna go in the pool because it's a pink pool party today. And after that, we're gonna go to dinner. We're gonna get dressed and go and eat. Ooh, that girl got on some really high shoes, and he got her walking all the way across there. She is walking like a baby bird. Let me stop. But yeah. Cool.
I'll talk to you in a few years. Which one are you doing?
15 minutes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's what, 80 minutes?
And it's, yeah, and I think it's pretty intense. Like I'd like to be able to make it through, but.
You got it. 15 minutes.
There you go.
For my YouTube. Like, this is what I wore today. This is what I wore the next day. Because I saw somebody else do it, and I thought it was really fun.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, real quick, for anyone wondering why are there Christmas trees in the background, that's because this trip took place at the beginning of December. So, everybody's getting ready for Christmas time or what have you. This was early that night. We made reservations at one of the restaurants to eat, one of the few ones where you have to make a reservation. So we got out there early to try and beat the crowd. This was the courtyard where they would have all of the performances during the night, which was really cool. They put on a lot of really good shows. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to see a lot of them, but I got a glimpse of what it was. Dinner was great. I really enjoyed this restaurant we went to. I'm so glad Brandy made this reservation for us.
It's a brownie. What's that? It was a brownie.
Yeah. But not like super light.
Yeah, it's like sometimes they put like dark chocolate on dark chocolate.
No.
Oh, yeah, no.
It wasn't that much. Yeah, no, it wasn't that much. And I liked mine. Mine was like a passion fruit coconut.